And one feels bad for the way Julius Randle's career started. I was there that night, first game of the season, 7th pick out of Kentucky in the 2014 draft. Suited up for one game, broke his right leg 14 minutes in. And the guy that comforted him the most, I recall very vividly, Kobe Bryant stayed with him the entire time when he was really in shock on the floor.
And he was, and unfortunately, for so many reasons. For one, he had really been progressing in the Summer League, and the Lakers obviously had high hopes for him. And when he went down, that was the start of the rest of the ship kind of going down with him.
Now here's Iverson following the miss by Kobe Bryant. Here's Grant. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Let's check out how the Lakers stacked up, Kevin, over the last month in the NBA statistics. 2nd in free throw percentage, 6th in blocks, and they are in the top 10 in field goal percentage. This is a team that shows excellent discipline at the offensive end.
And you mentioned their free throw shooting. Not a team you can get careless with defensively. They make you pay, sealing games at the line.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Bryant. And it's Clarkson in for Williams. Carl Landry's checked in for the 76ers. Now, here's Clarkson. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Here's Hibbert. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. And the Lakers lead by 1.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Here's Landry. Hits the target from 18 feet.
Assist from Jeremy Grant.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Russell kicks to Randle. Back to Russell. Now, here's Clarkson. Guarded closer. High, arcing shot. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Cannon. Landry kicks to Grant. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
So it's the Lakers now. The 76ers getting the bucket. To the left wing. Here's Pondexter. Here's Hibbert. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Hibbert's got the lead up to 1 now for the Lakers. Iverson outside. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. The 76ers have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. The first one falls. Some changes for Philadelphia. Robert Covington's checked in for Grant. And it's Marshall in for Cannon. And both free throws good for Iverson. Lakers have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. To the inside. And there's Randle on the assist by Russell. 6 points for Julius Randle. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
And we still aren't halfway through this contest yet.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Now, here is Landry. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Clock at 6. Here's Okafor. Drops in the short one. Okafor's got 4 points this quarter.
Timeout call for the Lakers.
And the Lakers call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Now here's Hibbert. Can't hit. Excellent D there from Okafor. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
The Lakers trail. Pondexter dishes to Russell. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. Well, there may be some questions for a while about D'Angelo Russell. People will guess which position he's best at in the NBA. You and I saw him firsthand playing for the Bucks. I mean, he is a terrific talent.
Yeah, he really is. I think he's an old school guard, Kevin. He can play with the ball and be effective, or he can play off the ball. He's got a really bright future. Loved watching him play and grow as a one-year college guy at Ohio State.
And guys, one thing that stands out to me about Russell is how good he is at certain NBA plays. Very strong in the pick and roll already, knows how to attack with contact, great vision, and he can also shoot the basketball.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his first personal foul.
And you can say this just about every prospect, but I think with Russell, he'll need some time to adjust. He has the raw skill to play multiple spots on the floor, but each position has a nuance to it that he'll need some time to learn.
Metta World Peace, he's checked in for the Lakers. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Boozer, he's checked in for Okafor. The feed to Marshall. He dishes it to Boozer. Shot's good. Marshall making the play. Marshall's got 3 assists now in this one.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
It's Boozer missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. World Peace with a screen for Russell. Here's the screen to the middle, off the pick. World Peace, good. World Peace has got the lead up to 2 now for Los Angeles.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Covington passes to Landry. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Misses the layup. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%.
A good job here in the second. I mean, they're pounding it inside, getting it to the hoop, going strong to the rim. I mean, that's power basketball at its best.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And they've also gotten a big boost in the early going tonight with their productivity at the free throw line. Really a sign of aggression.
Fast break, the Lakers. Here's Cunningham. Finished off the break. Cunningham's got his second bucket tonight.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
Lets the 3 fly. And it's World Peace missing. The 76ers trail by 6. Thompson inside the line. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Here's Wirtz. 76ers getting the bucket. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And the Lakers with some changes. Kobe's checked in for World Peace, and it's Williams in for Quincy Pondexter. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Noel's checked in. Now here's Roten. He's guarded closely. On the wing, Thompson. Dishes it to Noel. Bryant with the rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Wirtz. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. From 13, it's deflected. Just 5 on the clock. Tries again. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. Taking a look at Lou Williams last year, kind of a typical year for him, a lot of scoring on bad efficiency.
Yeah, and for Lou, he did make it over the 40% field goal mark, but just barely.
Just barely, you're right. So he gets them both.
You know, with Williams, it's more about his ability to create his own shot than his efficiency. It's why he's best suited as a sixth man, in my opinion.
Now, here's Roten. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Shoots from the right block. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Boozer.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's Wirtz. Here's Kobe. Again, the miss by Kobe.
He is yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up.
And Thompson kicks to Noel. The screen from Thompson. Roten. And he can't bank that one in.
And Williams certainly does personify that sixth-man role of instant offense, but it'll be hard to see him in the starting lineup with the way his shooting numbers are.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Carlos Boozer.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, they ought to be. I mean, that's basic basketball time management. You've got to be aware of your clock and your situation.
Bryant gets in and hoping this is the start of a new trend. 2 for 8 now from the field.
They've really flipped things around offensively.
Yeah, and anytime you can make more than half of your shots, you'll take that.
Here's Roten. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Here's Wirtz. Outside, Kobe. Bass with the screen. Picked his pocket. Fast break, Philadelphia. 4 seconds left. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. The 76ers have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. Free throw drops for Boozer. And so Boozer nails both of them. Bryant. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Los Angeles on top, up 3. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Kevin, thank you. Roy, I know you have just a couple seconds, but in a nutshell, what's going to be your approach going into the second half?
So we're just going to make sure we keep them off the board and keep them out of transition.
Thank you, Roy. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, this has been a good game here after one half. Everybody, welcome back to the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaq, Kenny Smith. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. They played with more purpose in the second quarter and fought to turn an early deficit into a 3-point lead by the time we reached the break. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, quite simply, their bench showed up tonight. And when I say showed up, I'm talking about on the offensive end because they were scoring in bunches. Now, you want your reserves to just at least come in and hold the fort, but they did way more than that tonight.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
I was surprised at some of the recklessness. They were scattered, sloppy ball handling, just too many turnovers. It gets back to fundamentals. Forget the highlight reel pass. Make the effective one. Simple bounce pass. John Wooden taught us that in the 40s, 30s, 50s, whenever he was coaching. Just play under control.